My name is Lisa Shea, and this video is part of a collection on horror short stories, horror novels, horror authors, and all things horror. So today we're talking about the collection, The Abyss Within, 13 Chilling Tales to Keep You Up at Night by Smash Bear Publishing. And the story we're talking about is story number 11, which is called Tea for Two by Frederick Pangbourne. Frederick Pangbourne has written a number of short stories in the horror genre, and he's published his own collection. So he's got Reflections in the Abyss, which is the first one. He's got another one which is called Reflections in the Abyss Book 2, which is another collection of another 9 horror short stories. So he is an experienced person in writing horror short stories, and it shows in his tale here because it's a well-crafted, smoothly flowing tale set in the U.S. It starts out in Maryland, I think, if I remember properly, Baltimore, Maryland, and it's on an October evening on Halloween. You know, Halloween tends to be one of those times of year that people love to write about because it's the thinning of the veils and the most connection with the dead and a number of other different reasons. So multiple of the stories in this collection are written about Halloween. So the main character is wandering around. He's what seems to be a middle-aged man. He's wandering around a quiet park in Baltimore. He's got a troubled mind and things are concerning him, and he sees all these little kids running around in Halloween costumes, and it makes him even more concerned. So you wonder just what this person is troubled about, what sort of things might they have done, what sort of things are they plotting to do, and he starts talking with the priest about his concerns, and you wonder where it's going to go from there. So I don't want to give away any details or spoilers about it because a lot of the fun of these horror short stories is watching them unfold. But I really like the way the relationship is formed between these two characters. The storyline in general is what we'll say is a classic horror story. It's set in Halloween, it's set in the autumn, it's set with these two characters dealing with each other, and you get a strong hint right from the beginning of where the story is going to go. But it's a very enjoyable journey. I'm not saying this to say it's a bad thing. I'm saying that there are certain horror stories, you know, sort of like The Kids in the Woods and the two characters dealing with a challenge that are well known in the horror world, and it's watching them unfold and watching the details of them that makes them so interesting. So I did enjoy this story very much. I love the details that Frederick put into it about the way the main character feels about his situation, about this environment he's in and how he's trying to deal with it, and how the whole story unfolds. It's got, like I said, a strong U.S.-centric environment from start to finish. I enjoy that very much. I actually happened to have grown up in Maryland when I was quite young, so it's a fun area to read about. And I also like, as I've mentioned before, I'm not one who personally enjoys a very gory or entrail kinds of filled story, and I like that this is very much a psychological horror, that it's about the things that this main character is feeling, the way that everything unfolds around him, and how he reacts to this situation that he finds himself in. So I enjoyed the writing style, I enjoyed the characters that were involved here, and I like the details that were put in throughout here to really get you a sense of being in this scenario in a quiet Baltimore park and how the different pieces will get laid out for you. So I would take a look to see the other short stories that he has written. Name again is Frederick Pangbourne. This story here is called Tea for Two, but he's written many other stories that you can take a look for and see all of the different things that he's written. And the collection that this is in is called The Abyss Within, 13 Chilling Tales to Keep You Up at Night. So well worth taking a look at this one, and then well worth checking out his other full-length novels to see the other kinds of stories that he likes to write. All right, so let me know if you have any other questions about The Abyss Within. Check out Frederick Pangbourne's pages to see the kinds of things that he works on, and let me know if there are any other stories or novels that I should take a look at and read through. And like I've said before, I try very much not to give away any spoilers in these because my idea is just to talk about the stories that I enjoy and to encourage you to go out and read them. But I can also do spoiler versions where I actually go into the stories and explain what I really liked about them in a way, because you have to read them first before I do that, because I'd hate to give away key parts of a story that would then perhaps ruin your enjoyment of getting through it the first time yourself and really seeing where things happen. So let me know if you have anything else you'd like me to read, and have a wonderful afternoon.